All right, what I'm going to talk about today is a little bit of theory and a little bit of biomechanics. You've heard us talk a lot about, at clinics, we talk a lot about, having them give in the pole, like so. And I just wanted to reiterate, since we're not able to see anybody right now, I really wanted to reiterate how important that is, not only for the health of the horse, but also how it really does help us with gait and what it means biomechanically to the horse. When they are soft here, just as a reminder, when they're soft here, it's not just about what's happening up here in the head. And this isn't just, what we think. We've talked to chiropractors, we've talked to biomechanic people. Whatever happens in the pole happens back here in the hips and in the pelvis. They have a direct correlation. If the pole's out, the hips are going to be out. Well, guess what? If they're stiff up here, they're going to be stiff back there. So I have to make sure that this is mobile and fluid and light and soft, that they respond to it. If you watch, when I put my hands right away up to him and asked him to give, there's just a feather light touch and he gives. But do you notice, and this is why I put him the way I put him also, is look at what bent. When I asked him to give here in the pole, do you notice he didn't bend at the base of the neck? He bent up here in the pole. That means he's bending back here. Now I don't know if he'll do this or not, I can bribe him. If he flexes around like so, he's bending at the base of his neck. There is going to be a big difference. And here's why we're doing it on the ground, why I'm hoping you're going to be able to see this on the video. I want you to watch his chest. I want you to watch where his weight is. I want you to watch how this is going to make a connection into the whole body. When I ask him to flex, we're going to just have him see if he'll be perfectly square. He's pretty close. There we go. He's about as square as you can get him. So now you can see he's got weight on both front feet fairly evenly. When I ask him to give in the pole, can you see he shifts his weight? He shifts all of his weight to that right shoulder. This is so important because this is my left-hand turn. If he had all of his weight on this foot and he tried turning left, he would fall to the left. Now how this goes into gait is when he falls to the left, if he's turning and he's gaiting, he's going to do some weird things. He's going to pace, he's going to trot, he's going to do a whole bunch of weird things. I want him to be in balance. So when I turn the head, it's not just about the head, it's what is the body doing. And if you can, I don't know if you're going to be able to see this, but as I turn, you're going to see his hips move. Now we're going to have him bring his nose all the way around, a little bit of a bribery. I'm going to have his nose come all the way around and go at the base of his neck. Now look where he puts all of his weight. He's going to put a lot of his weight on this inside shoulder. And see? You can see almost him, he's going to disengage. He's going to bring the hips around. So that's going to have a whole lot of importance in gait because he's going to be on those shoulders. He's going to be pulling himself forward. Hopefully I'm going to be able to show you that from under saddle when I get on him. But how I ask him to give in this pole is I put one hand on his nose, I put one hand right behind the pole. Now I'm going to do it the opposite way so you guys can see my hands here. This is kind of a test we do nearly every day, just while I'm grooming. How soft is he? What is he feeling like today? And a lot of times when they start doing this too, they're going to do that. You see how he brings his head down? So that's going to also help him come through. But I want you guys, while you're able to spend some time with your horses, hopefully, focus in on getting this nice and soft because that is what's going to get you the engagement that you're going to need later on when you ask him to go to gait. And hopefully I'm going to be able to demonstrate that here in a second when I hop on and I'll show you the second part of this video. All right, now I'm going to show you on the horse why this is so important. I've gone through the process. This is a more trained horse, but you've watched Larry work his horses. You've watched our other videos. We're going to go through that process, but I wanted to show you why this is important. So I want to show you on him, if I pick up this rein, do you see how he gives in that pull? He instantly gives that nose. If I just lift that, he instantly, not even the slack doesn't even come out of the rein, and he's already softening to that. So that leads into when I walk off, I lift up that inside rein. You can see he's off that shoulder, he's giving in the pull. So now, hey, can I get a hold of that rear end? Moving that rear end around like so. Now, hey, maybe I want to move that front end a little bit. Now he'll move that front end around. and then I walk off, he stays in that bend. You can see the reins are as light as a feather. As I walk off, hey, maybe I want to make this circle just a little bit bigger. I'm going to run over shadow. So I just bring that rein forward. Now remember, look at my hand. It's coming forward. It's not going back here. It's going forward and out. So now I can make that circle bigger. Now I'm going to come across the middle. Now can I do maybe a counter bend? So he's going to keep his nose to the right. I'm going to ride to the left, and he's going to bring those shoulders over to the left. As we come around, my body's in position. Good boy. Now I'm going to change that bend. I'm going to switch up, and now I'm going to grab that inside rein. Oh, and there he comes around. He brings the nose this way. I bring that hind end. Now I bring the front end. So now, that's him. You know, we've gone through the process. But now here's how important that pole work is. What I'm going to do, I'm going to tell you before I do it, is, and I know this might make some people mad, I'm going to let him trot. I want him to go up into a nice, easy trot. Then, what I'm going to do is I'm going to ask him to do everything that we've been giving in that pole work. So then I want you to watch what he does. So, as we go around here, I'm just checking in on him. I'm asking him to give him that pole, make the circle just a little bit wider. Now as I get over there, I'm going to ask him to trot. When I get back to here, I'm going to ask him to go to gait by just asking him to give in the pole. So we're going to go up to trot. Got a nice big trot on him. So as I come toward the gait, I'm going to use my inside rein. Lift up, ask him to give in that pole, and there he goes to gait. When I come around here, I'm going to ask him to trot again. Let his pole let him out of his pole, there he goes to trot. When I get to this gait, whoops, ask him, just give in that pole. You can see I'm going to lift my rein up a little bit higher, just so you notice what I'm doing, and there he goes to gait. I'm going to come around this way. And you can see, I'm going to ask him to give in that pole, change my bend. And he gives in that pole. Coming around here, he's staying up, staying within, doesn't lose his rhythm. Come over here. And now walk. So you can see how, when I ask him to give in that pole, how when he moves through here, I'm going to start to get everything back here, because what we want from gait is them engaged, and then they just go into gait. That's what genetics has given them. They've given them the gait. It's not what we do. It's just allowing them to do it. So, happy trails.